Hey guys, it's B and welcome back to the channel and welcome to my first ever book review video. So for today, we are gonna do an August wrap-up where I talk about the books that I have read over the past month. But before we begin, and just a disclaimer, please take these reviews with a grain of salt. So baka merong mga ibang books dito na para sa akin sobrang baba ng rating, pero sa inyo, pag nabasa nyo, sobrang gustong-gusto nyo. Always remember that when we are reading books, nakaka-relate tayo depende sa napagdaanan din natin sa personal lives natin. So if there are some books na for me napakaganda, baka sa inyo hindi nyo magustuhan, and vice versa. Also, there will be spoilers in these book reviews. Itatry ko na wag mag-spoil, but just in case it slips out of my mouth, this is a warning na baka meron akong mga mabigay na spoilers in these book reviews. So, let's go. So, the first book that I finished reading over the month of August was Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. Noong umpisa, sobrang nagustuhan ko siya kasi grabe yung plot niya. But then, habang tumatagal, parang feeling ko nagiging repetitive siya. So, ito na, spoiler alert. Bali, merong mag-asawa, nalaman ni wife na yung husband pala niya ay nagkaroon ng affair with her sister. And then, unfortunately, namatay yung husband niya and namatay din yung kapatid niya. That's how she found out that, yun nga, meron silang affair. Eventually, the story revolved around the mother and her daughter. The mom does not want her husband's image to be ruined sa mata ng anak niya. So, it was definitely, I would say, like, non-stop bickering between mom and daughter. For me, ang pagkaka-analyze ko while reading the book, kahit papano, before namatay yung husband niya, there was this quite open na communication and relationship between the mom and the daughter. So, up until the end, parang there's this misunderstanding between the mom and the daughter, and paulit-ulit lang yung way ng pag-process ng grief nila, how her mom is trying to hide all the bad stuff that her dad did for her. And by the way, itong anak niya, she's already a teenager, I think 17. So, she is really old enough to understand if ever the mom decides to tell her about, you know, her dad's personality. In the end, naging okay din sila. However, there is one part in the book na parang feeling ko hindi ako makaka-move on. Because in the beginning of the book, after the wife found out that her husband nga was having an affair, she initially wanted to know when it started. And so she did find some clues. Kaya lang at the end of the story, parang she decided to let it go. Hindi na niya binasa, hindi na niya binuksan yung mga clues, ganyan. And parang for me, if I was in her position, makaka-move on lang ako kapag nalaman ko kung kailan talaga nag-start yung affair. So the next book that I read after that is The Perfect Marriage by Jeneva. Oh my God! Grabe talaga. Itong libro na to, hindi ko in-expect yung ending. In a nutshell, the wife is a defense lawyer, and yung husband naman niya was unfortunately charged with murder kasi namatay yung mistress ng husband. So obviously, hinuli si husband, wala siyang choice kundi sabihin sa wife niya. Up until the very end, I thought I knew who the culprit was, but I was oh so wrong. Like, for every time na may plot twist, akala ko na, okay, ito talaga yung pumatay. And then, the next chapter, there's another plot twist na, oh my God, okay, maybe hindi siya, maybe itong character na to. Basta, sobrang ganda niya, to a point na, I think when I got to the 70th percent of the book, I seriously could not put the book down kasi pabilis na ng pabilis yung mga nangyayari. Everything was like starting to unfold, and I'm like, no, I cannot put this book down. 6 AM na ako natulog para lang matapos ko yung ending. Sobrang ganda niya. If you guys are looking for a suspense or psychological thriller, sobrang highly recommend. Third book that I read is Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. So, ito naman, yung mom, nakita niya niya yung anak niya na may minurder right in front of her house. And so, para siyang, I would say, sci-fi, psychological thriller, yung peg ng libro na to. After that happened, she literally went back in time. And her purpose is to try to find some clues or change something in the past para mabago yung future ng anak niya. This book may not be for everybody. Dito po papasok yung theme ng trying to be a superwoman, lalo na kapag you're a mom na. She's a lawyer and napansin niya na habang lumalaki pala yung anak niya, sobrang daming moments pala yung na-miss niya. As she was going back in time, she thought that her son turned out to be a murderer because nga nagkukulang siya ng oras para sa anak niya. I think another theme here is about being in the moment and noticing the small things, how the small things can actually make a huge impact in the present. It was a very, very slow burn for me. Yung ending, medyo mas naging fast-paced siya. Medyo mas naging interesting yung ending and I did not expect the plot as well. Yung ending part lang yung medyo sobrang interesting because ayan na, everything is coming to a close. Feeling ko this book would be nice as a TV show. For me, I rated it like a 3 out of 5 kasi sobrang nabagalan ako. Pero yung isang friend ko who also read this book, she actually really enjoyed it. And finally, the last book that I read is Cassandra Saw by Gwen E. Kirby. I super duper enjoyed this book. You know, last year, I discovered an author. Her name is Sayaka Murata. She is a Japanese author and her writing is so quirky. It's so eccentric, weird, and sobrang nagustuhan ko yung writing niya. It is out of this world, well, at least for me. And after reading her books, I've constantly been trying to search for a book with a similar writing as hers, and I think Gwen E. Kirby comes very close to that. Cassandra Saw is a collection of short stories. Si Cassandra ay isang Greek mythology character, and apparently she has the gift of precise prophecy. So everything that she's prophesied has actually come true. It was gifted by Apollo. Kaya lang when Apollo asked her for sexual favors, obviously tinanggihan niya, and then she was also cursed by Apollo na lahat ng prophecies niya ay hindi paniniwalaan. So I think she prophesied the fall of Troy. That was one thing. And so again, this is a collection of Cassandra's short stories and everything that she saw from the past, the present, and the future. So just to give you an idea, some of the short stories here are about radioactive cockroaches in the future or werewolves. One of my favorite stories here is yung merong husband na gumawa siya ng Yelp review, and that Yelp review actually turned out to be more like parang him opening up about his relationship with his wife. So nakakatawa. I really enjoyed this book. If you guys are a fan of weird stories, then I definitely recommend Cassandra Saw. Alright, so that is everything that I have read for the month of August. And before I end this video, I actually want to invite you guys to our book club. So if you're based in the UAE or if you're based in Sharjah, then please do join our book club meetups. They happen every last Saturday of the month. Ang last Saturday natin for September is September 30. So if you guys are free, please do come and join us. We always meet up at Dunkin' Donuts at Al Majaz waterfront. And the book for September will be Archer's Voice by Nia Sheridan. So ayan, please do join us. I will leave all of the information for our book club in the description box below, or you can follow us on our Instagram page. So, pwede kayo mag-check doon ng details about our next meetup. Also, if you guys have not read any books at all, and you're planning to start reading and you just want to attend and you want to see how the book club session goes, please still do attend. We welcome everyone. If you have read some books before that you want to discuss with us, that's also absolutely okay and it is great. So I guess that's everything, and I will see you guys again after a month for this book review, pero for September recap naman. Thank you guys for watching and I hope you have a good one. Bye!